Hi, I'm Chappie here for the Beretta Training Series. I'm a Director of Training at Forge Tactical, forgetactical.com, and we're here at the beautiful Hawaii of the Midwest, the Alliance Police Training Facility. Today we're going to talk about tactical reloads. First, I'd like to talk a little bit about where tactical reloads come from and what they should be used for. The tactical reload comes from the 1911 pistol system. The magazines are very thin, and back in the 60s and 70s when they were first developing the modern pistol technique, they found that taking lulls in the action to reload the pistol quickly and retain partial magazines was a valuable skill set to have. My take is there is no such thing as a lull in a gunfight. Either you are or you are not fighting. If you're not fighting, use that opportunity to load the pistol fully back to capacity. If you are fighting, you just want to execute a speed reload or emergency reload as the situation dictates. What I'd like to avoid because of the stresses and the problems involved in gunfighting is having two things in my hand at the same time. There are schools of thought that you want to keep the pistol unloaded for as short a time as possible, and I don't disagree with that. However, it's been my experience that when people have two, especially double stack magazines in their hand at the same time, if they haven't practiced extensively for thousands of repetitions, both of those loaded magazines, one of them partial and one of them fully, end up on the ground. And then you're going back and executing an emergency reload when if you would have just kept one magazine in your hand at a time, you could have solved the problem. So now that we know what we're going to train, the tactical reload or the reload with retention, let's talk about the mechanics of actually doing it. I'm going to do it at full speed the first time, and then I'm going to break it down into its component parts. So again, we use the tactical reload when we have engaged a target. We don't see anything else that we need to worry about right this second, so we want to take this opportunity to get the pistol back up to its full capacity. So what I'm looking for here is smooth efficiency. I'm looking for no wasted movement. So I engaged my target, came back, assessed, made sure there was nothing else that needed shooting, and I had a second to get my pistol back up to speed so that I could move, I could do whatever I needed to do. I can even do this reload while I'm moving to cover, to recover somebody, to get out of the area, to get back in my car and leave, or to advance on the subject and take them into custody in a law enforcement role. So I've come back to my high compressed ready, and I want to get the gun back up to speed. So I'm going to remove the magazine, bring it directly to my dump pouch, come directly to my emergency reload pouch, insert a fresh magazine, make sure it's set, come back to the high compressed ready. That's the series of events I'm trying to do. What I'm looking for here though is smooth efficiency. I don't want any unnecessary movement at all. The reason for that is smoothness leads to speed. Speed isn't a goal in and of itself. I'm trying to get things nice and smooth with no wasted motion. This is the drill I want you to practice at home on your range. Square up to your target, engage it, come back and scan, make sure there's nothing else to shoot. If you're lucky enough to shoot on a range where you can do movement, set up some cover and move there. Once you're there and there's nothing to shoot right now, make your decision to execute a reload with retention or attack reload. Remove this magazine from the gun and put it into a dump pouch of your pocket. Move this hand directly to your emergency reload pouch, directly back to the gun. Make sure it's set. Reacquire your grip and you're ready to go again. This skill can be vitally important if the situation calls for it. It needs to become part of your training plan every time you're on the range, even if it's for a small part. The reason for this is you need to reload the pistol anyway. You might as well do it when you choose to instead of when you absolutely have to. You still need to practice emergency reloads, but reloads with retention or tack reloads should become a normal part of your shooting routine to build that neural pathway that you need. I'm Chappie with Forge Tactical for Beretta Training Series. I hope you have a good time on the range next time.